Good afternoon. I'm here to provide an overview for a prior information notice in relation to a framework agreement for the supply and delivery of construction materials that has recently been published by Scotland Excel via Public Contracts Scotland. This brief presentation will provide an insight into the future tender opportunity. Scotland Excel is a centre of procurement expertise for the local government sector in Scotland. It is a shared not-for-profit service funded by the 32 Scottish local authorities, working collaboratively with both members and suppliers. Scotland Excel develops and manages contracts for products, works and services. Scotland Excel's portfolio of collaborative contracts ensures that our members achieve best value from procurement through their combined spending power and well-managed and effective supply chains. Our contracts are used to procure goods and services which support a wide range of public sector activity, including social care, construction, roads, transport, environmental services, facilities, management, food and education. Our contracts are typically awarded as multi-supplier frameworks with multiple lots that allow our members to choose the suppliers which best meets their specific needs. This also encourages local suppliers, including micro businesses and smaller to medium-sized enterprises, to bid for a placing onto our frameworks. The framework agreement for the supply and delivery of construction materials is anticipated to be a multi-lot, multi-supplier framework with an estimated value of £70 million per year. The framework period is anticipated to be 3 years from the award date, with an option to extend for up to a further 12-month period. The estimated framework start date is the 1st of April 2023, while the estimated tender publication date is the 28th of September 2022. Anticipated that the scope of materials covered within this framework will include, but not be limited to, electrical materials, including cable and cable management, wiring and accessories, circuit protection, heating and water heating, ventilation, safety detectors and thermostats, lamps and light fittings and accessories. Building and timber materials, including timber doors, sheet and timber materials, timber fencing, laminated wall panels, building materials and roofing materials. Plumbing and heating materials, including boilers, external and internal piping, water storage, sanitary ware, basins and showers. Trade materials, including power tools, general tools, ironmongery and paint sundries. Road maintenance materials, including pedestrian safety barriers, drainage products, concrete products, line marking and anti-skid, bollards and verge markers, traffic management items and miscellaneous road products. This framework will combine 6 current Scotland Excels materials frameworks into one offering, making the process of tendering across our materials frameworks less resource intensive. Where the prior information notice, or PIN, recently published on Public Contracts Scotland, highlights that the framework will be divided into lots. These lots may also be divided into sublots, and tenderers will have the option of tendering for one, several, or all of these sublots. Tender documents will be published via Public Contracts Scotland. The tender will comprise of 3 sections. Section 1, the qualification section, which includes the bidder selection criteria. Section 2, the technical section, comprising of quality questions. And Section 3, the commercial section, which is the supplier's pricing. It will be a requirement of the framework agreement that tenderers hold or can commit to obtain, prior to the commencement of any contract awarded under the framework, the types and levels of insurance indicated within the tender documentation and the contract notice. Tenderers will also be required to provide evidence, for example, ISO accreditations or equivalent, or documented policies of quality management procedures, environmental management standards or systems, and health and safety procedures. Within the technical section of the tender, tenderers will be able to indicate their ability to service specific council areas. Tenders can offer for one, any, or all council areas as they see fit. It is also anticipated that the technical section will include questions on supply chain risk, sustainability and environment, community benefits, fair work first, and questions on the real living wage. Contract notice will be published via Public Contracts Scotland. Please ensure you monitor this portal regularly. The tender documents will be published on Public Contracts Scotland, Tender or PCST. PIN, recently published on Public Contract Scotland, provides further information on this future tender opportunity. PIN also includes a link to a market consultation survey. Scotland Reset endeavours to implement the most effective framework for both buyers and suppliers alike, and therefore invites suppliers to provide input in relation to the scope and structure of the potential framework by completing the survey. Thank you for your time.